Hey guys, Harry Thomas here, and yep, this list. Hey guys, Harry Thomas here, and yep, for every single year with movies that I am uh hyped for, there's also a selection of movies that I could not give a flying monkeys about, and I narrowed it down to just five this year. When it's only a top five and not a top 10, that's a good sign that this year will be filled with more movies that are our money's worth than movies that will have us screaming to the tickets salesman at the cinema for a refund. Yeah, without further ado, if you want to know my top five least anticipated movies of 2024, then just keep watching. At number five, oh boy, before uh, you Sonic the Hedgehog fan club wanted to cut ties with me, just to hear me out. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I am well aware of the sheer popularity for Paramount's live action Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, but these live action Sonic movies haven't done it for me. I mean, Sonic 2 particularly sucked 2 years ago. I mean, I already know that Sonic 3, even if it does improve upon the second film, it's no way, shape, or form going to be at the same quality as the Super Mario Brothers movie from last year. I wish the Sonic movies would follow in Super Mario Brothers' footsteps, being animated and feeling, well, exactly like the game source material. Please have less of the live action world and less of the human characters in Sonic 3. That's all I ask, and well, at least this one will have more shadow in it, so at least there's a good chance I will be kinder to it than two. And at least this one is not Mufasa the Lion King, so uh, if I was forced to pick Sonic 3 or Mufasa the Lion King, I pick Sonic 3 any day. At number four, Despicable Me 4. Oh, are you kidding me, Illumination? You are making Despicable Me uh, your Ice Age. Can't you just let the Despicable Me franchise die instead of just continuing to drag us out forever to the point where we are sick and tired of Despicable Me and the Minions? Like, as if, I mean, Minions Fall of Gru was a whole new low for this franchise, especially after I thought Illumination was finally finding its footing with the Super Mario Brothers movie. This is well, taking like 100,000 steps backwards. So yeah, I am done with Despicable Me. I don't know. I don't get why Despicable Me 3 made like $1 billion, and I, I mean, I'm migration just looks meh, but it's still going to be a far more original and far less pandering and a far less commercial movie in comparison to Despicable Me 4. At number three, the live action Lilo and Stitch remake. Yep. I mean, I will be stunned if there's a year when I don't have a Disney live action remake on this list. Are you even surprised? Like, this one is going to be exactly the same bad cash grab shit that we've seen from the other remakes. How dare they drag Chris Sanders, Stitch's original voice actor, into this, and his voice is going to sound far too old for the role at this point, as the original Lilo and Stitch was 22 years ago, and Chris Sanders has kind of gone downhill now and is not the supreme talent he once was when he made a slock like Call of the Wild in 2020, and the attempt to make Lilo and Stitch real in live action is going to ruin the story. I mean, Lilo and Stitch worked so nicely as a animated flick with being a story about family and aliens. Making it live action just strips the story of all the wonder and all of the heart and escapism and the CGI Jumba and Pleakley and Gantu and the Grand Cancel Woman are all going to look even more nightmarish than the xenomorphs from Alien. And Hawaii, I calling it in this version, is going to look way too plain and boring. Nothing like the gorgeous Hawaii what we saw in the hand-drawn Lilo and Stitch. And if Disney are slapping this disgrace on Disney Plus, goes to show they had no confidence in it to begin with. At number 2, the sequel to the shittiest piece of shit of 2023, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. I think I'm gonna throw up. Like, I have no idea how even the first Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey exists. Nobody gives a single shit about a sequel to Blood and Honey. Like, it is going to scar us for life, just like the first one did. And it's if it's going to bring in characters like Rabbit and Tigger and Owl, then it's going to fuck up even more of the 100 Acre Wood gang. Bravo. Oh, and if they are going to seriously greenlight a Mickey Mouse horror movie, then may God have mercy on our souls. This is going to be one of the most pointless sequels to possibly greenlight, but not as pointless as my number 1 least anticipated movie for this year. And my number 1 least anticipated movie of 2024, and also my least anticipated movie of all fucking time, Mufasa the Lion King. Look, Simba, everything the light touches, I remake. Oh, I'm gonna crush Harry Thomas with this one. There's no way he could complain about Mufasa the Lion King being a shot-for-shot remake, because this is a prequel about Mufasa and Scar's childhood, and because the Lion King 2019 is in the top 10 grossing movies of all time, I'm sure Harry is going to fall into a deep despair when he sees how many people go and see it like this one. Oh, money-grabbing Mickey, I am not through with you yet, Buster. Disney, what the fuck? What the F-U-C-K? This is how you celebrate the Lion King's 30th anniversary. Not only the king of Disney, but the king of movies itself. You know what? I ain't gonna be hyping up shittiest of dog shits of Disney remakes to celebrate the 30th anniversary of my favourite movie. Instead, I'm gonna rewatch the original 3 Lion King movies, the Timon and Pumbaa series, and the Lion Guards. Lesser King remake 2019 may have grossed $1.6 billion. I don't know how the flying fuck it did, but nobody liked it. I mean, or at least very few people enjoyed it. I mean, And don't give me the defense that, oh, this is not going to be a shot for shot remake of Lion King 2. I don't want to hear it. And don't give Disney any ideas, because if they did a live action Lion King 2, they would make Kiara bitchy, Kovu bland as fuck, and Nuke her 100 times more insufferable, and either completely waste Vitani or write her out. But it's the stupidest idea to give a Mufasa backstory in CGI and live action. Like, I mean, if Disney were smarter, they they could have done it anime. He says that is literally what all us fans want. And I've looked on the IMDb page and it says the younger voice actor for Scar is being called a Tucker, and I'm like, oh, fuck you, big time Disney. How dare you take the Scar Tucker name from the Tale of Two Brothers backstory. Yo, why didn't you tell that story visually animated like uh, literally uh, uh, 25 years ago when you had the chance? Just sitting through Rafiki tells Simba the backstory about his deceased father Mufasa. It is going to be the most tedious, most boring piece of shit to ever sit through. It's gonna be like a draggy as fuck bonus feature on a DVD that refuses to fucking end. And yeah, this uh, could be the biggest rant on my channel since Lion King 2019, 5 years ago. And you know what, Disney? Why don't you make a animated Sarabi backstory instead for the 30th anniversary? Because we would love to learn more about her and her upbringing. She's still the most underrated Lion King character. Oh yeah, Mufasa the Lion King, I call it now. This is gonna be the worst movie of 2024, the worst Disney live action remake, and the worst Disney movie, and could be the worst movie and most pointless movie we've ever gotten. So yeah, I am not dreading anything more than Mufasa the Lion King for this entire year. I mean, let's pray I survive it and live to tell the tale. So, yeah, I mean, there is no guarantee that these movies are going to suck or be that bad. But I mean, I don't want to be biased, but uh, yeah, judging by their uh, their predecessors and the studio's intentions behind them, yeah, things are not looking pretty for them, needless to say. Well, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my list. And what are your top 5 least anticipated movies of 2024? Please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. And I'll see you next time when I post a video about requests going forward on my channel. And I will also review Last Christmas 2019 as requested by Jake. So sorry I wasn't able to review it last December, but it's technically still the 12 days of Christmas, so it's not too late. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.